as we say goodbye to NBA 2K25. I leave you guys with my final good clip of the year. My own top 10 plays of the week as my man hits the tying shot. Wanting to send us into overtime. We got a tie game. Tell my teammates to give me a little space. Because all I really need is about 10 seconds to set this play up. He knows I'm going to take the final shot. When you have that mid-range, you got to get that money. 3, 2, 1. Game over. Sit your ass down. We're going to have that comparison. Let's jump into 2K26. Shout out to the Shake Squad. You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. And we're back with an NBA 2K26 gameplay. I ain't trying to waste any more of your time. Let's dive right into it. So we're going to kick this off with the player introductions, or at least Anthony Davis, so you guys can see some of the presentation in the game. And then I'll come back and call some of the gameplay.
Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. A pair of first.
Now this is my very first game, so don't expect too many incredible plays in my first game. I was just trying to get used to the controls. You know, Mike likes to make modifications every year, so this is my first time trying to get used to these new controls. I also wanted to test out my old camera from last year, which is the Drive Cam. I wasn't sure if I liked it that much, but I just wanted to see what it's, see how it looks in this year's game. As Vassell blows right by me and dunks over Cooper Flag. What a way to kick the game off. Obviously, all I really wanted to do was practice with Kyrie Irving, kind of learn some of the new dribbles. And I know they have a squad. I mean, they even have D'Angelo Russell coming off the bench this year. So, I mean, this team is elite. I think Dallas Mavericks might have a shot at going deep in the playoffs as long as they stay healthy and they can get things together, man. This might be the team to beat. And at this point, I turned off the stamina, no more substitutions, and found out that you could spam the behind the back. And look at this cheese, this fade from Kyrie. That's definitely one of the best moves in the game, and it's going to free you up for wide open shots on a regular basis as Wemby gets the and-one bucket and starts flexing on us. The very first thing you'll notice in this year's game is the speed, and the second thing is the responsiveness. It feels like every time you whip that right stick around, he's doing something different. And the more you keep experimenting, the better. As I get that cheese spin again, as long as you're driving to the right, you can spin to the left, crazy. That's just one of Kyrie's go-to moves. It's been in the game for a few years, but it's just so much faster now. I guarantee if you guys apply that move to one of your builds, you're just gonna cook with it all the time. It's just guaranteed buckets. As we find Klay Thompson sitting wide open in the corner. Now, even though this is my very first game, I'm experimenting with the dribbles. I figured, why don't we just mess around with a little bit of Anthony Davis in the post.
Leading by just 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
At this point, we had to experiment with some of the new camera angles. This is the floor swivel. And I get that Kyrie fade again. It's so abusive. I believe this is on all-star difficulty. And I started to realize that mid-range, as long as it's open, you get like a full bar. I don't know. I think I might have PTSD from 2K25, so I might be going back to the shot meter this year. It's been over 5 years. I think the last time I used a shot meter was like in, what, 2K17 or 18? But I like seeing my chances of making the shot. Right here, again, experimenting with the right stick. That behind the back move, just so fluid, mid-range money. Kyrie Irving fit exactly the kind of player I wanted to experiment with, because he's got ball handle and he's got that mid-range shot. Of course, he can attack the basket with legs as well. And check out this go-to move out the post, tween, fade, buckets. Those are gonna be so killer this year, especially if you got really good post skills. You're gonna be able to do some amazing moves. Those go-to moves out the post are just crazy. As we find Klay Thompson wide open in the corner to stretch that lead out. Going back to gameplay, this is what they say every year, right? It feels different. This one is just faster, man. That's the first thing I said when I played this game. It's just so much faster than 2K25. Also, the passing feels more crisp. Like, 2K25 passing was slow, so they slowed everything down. It made it too easy for the defense in a lot of ways, but just made the game kind of boring at times. So I can appreciate the increase of speed. One more thing I found out was, like, you can't just get a steal animation anymore. You really just have to time your swipe or time your blitz, because you're not going to get those kind of, you know, steal animations the moment someone starts dribbling in front of you. You know, there might be a way to steal the ball if you got a 99 steal. You know, I'm not trying to say that defense won't be relevant, but it just didn't feel like you could just rip people when they begin dribbling. You know, and I kind of like that. Right here, we get another turnaround jumper. I don't know, man. That defense was actually pretty good. It wasn't easy to just shake the computer. So I found that doing some of those spins was like the best way to get an easy bucket. Here we are sizing up De'Aaron Fox. Crossover behind the back drive and buckets to put us up by 5. Put the game out of reach, Kyrie. I'm really liking the Dallas Mavericks this year, and because of the gameplay, I really feel like I might get into playing more my team. Playing with these real NBA players was a lot of fun.
Congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night, and it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Clay.
All right, Allie, thank you.
So it's your boy Shake. This is highlights from my very first game playing at Community Day. Just getting used to the controls. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. I've got a lot more on the way, so smack that like and subscribe. It's your boy Shake. I'll holla at you dudes. Leave.